Have you ever made a decision and was second guessing every step of the way? Hello and welcome to today's weekend insight. Now, the situation that I got is that you made your choice, you made your decision, and now you're wondering if it was the actual right choice, if it's actually the one that God has written for you, or if it's the one that really follows God, is really what I'm asking. So the first part of this is, as you know, the which side of God do you call upon? And seeing as you're not sure of your decision and you want to be sure that it is the right one, you call upon, wait a minute, yeah, Jehovah Tzidkenu. Tsidkenu. Tzidkenu. Alright? Because that's the one that the Lord are your righteousness. He vindicates, he defends, he clears your name. When things aren't really right, when they're not correct, that's the God, the facet of God you call upon. Okay? Now, I want to know, okay, if when you feel the need to call upon Jehovah Tzidkenu, are you really in a mind where you're like, oh, I know. Well, the card flew on Victor, which to me indicates that you are aware of the fact that you at this moment are weak. You in this moment don't feel 100% up to the challenge, and you're like, I need some assistance. So you call upon Jehovah Tzidkenu because you're like, this is too much for me. I don't know if I'll be able to handle it. I'm going to pull a scripture card to see what in reality is going to help us to cement our knowledge that we are on the right path. Right? So please, God, angels, and guides, anyone from the highest good who has a message for my viewers and I, please come forward and share. What scripture card is going to best assist us in regards to knowing that the course of action that we have decided upon is the correct one? Please, God, angels, and guides, anyone for the highest good who has a message for us, please come forward and share what scripture card will best help us know that we are on the right path. And the scripture card is Matthew book 17 verse 20. Okay, and the card says, he replied, because you have so little faith, truly I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, move from here to there, and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. I laugh because this was the quote that the pastor based his sermon on last Sunday. Faith of a mustard seed. And he had actually brought a container of mustard seeds, which was quite cute. So, well, this is just saying, it's saying that you have faith in what you did, but you're second guessing. So the second guessing is actually not from you, not from God. It is from the devil. It is from your ego. Not to say that all of your ego is in cahoots with the devil, but your ego, if you think about it, your ego's main objective is to keep you safe. And so anything that makes you feel uncomfortable, that's out of your comfort zone, anything that is not set in your mind, that is not what you are programmed, that you have programmed yourself to think, or is against your programming, meaning things to keep you safe, it's going to sound the alarm and tell you this, you need to be worried about this. So your ego is not fully like the devil, but it is just placing that seed of worry inside of you. So as much as that's interesting that I said the seed, right? So if you have a seed of worry, that seed of worry can be so strong, just like a seed of a mustard seed, right? Now, opposed to that, if you have the faith of a mustard seed as opposed to the fear of a mustard seed, it will be so strong. Like, it's a strong seed. So depending on what seed you have in your mind is going to determine how faithful you are to your decision. So you made a choice, and you heard, okay, so basically my story, the actual backstory is that God told me something, but something happened, it slightly altered, and I was like, you know what, no, I'm gonna listen and follow God. And so I listened and followed God, and what God told me was something completely different now. And I still am like worried. Did I make the right choice? Did I not? I don't know. Is everything okay? And that is normal part of my ego, right? My egoic self. But just knowing that the thing that I listened to the first was God should be enough to give you some more faith that what you listened to and what you did is actually going to allow you to stick the course. The rest is just your ego, you're worried, your mind, your subconscious mind telling you, let's think about that again. I think we should think it over just a teensy bit, you know? So what I want you guys to think about is, what do you listen to? Do you know, and can you differentiate your ego from the voice of God? Is what I want you guys to think about. So ponder that.